Good evening, everyone. I'm Akush Lapinder. It's good having you back with us. The Defense Force has come up with a comprehensive plan to respond to smuggling threats, a rather significant investment. The multi-pronged decentralization program calls for acquiring ships, dredging harbors, constructing quay walls and jetties, expanding and/or constructing bases, acquiring detention and tracking technologies, and strengthening security cooperation with local and regional partners over the next 5 years. The need to beef up security comes in the face of a change in times, technology, trends, and patterns of age-old problems like human, gun, and drug smuggling. This, along with what officials accept, is an increased potential for terrorist-related activities and changing weather patterns. Only 3 weeks ago, over 30 Haitian migrants lost their lives after their boat struck a reef 6 miles off Abaco's mainland. Authorities said it was not one of the traditional wooden sloops normally used for smuggling, but rather a modern 40-foot sailing yacht commonly used by visitors, making it difficult to distinguish it as a human smuggling vessel. Furthermore, it's suspected that the passage taken by the vessel could have very well been an irregular one off the eastern coast of the Bahamas chain in the Atlantic Ocean. Meantime, another group of Haitian migrants arraigned on charges of illegal entry. All 59 pleaded guilty. A gang early deportation was ordered. We can also tell you that 3 of them, having been deported previously, were fined $1,000. Failure to pay meant 6 months at the Bahamas Department of Corrections. Unable to cough up the fines, the trio was taken to the BDC to serve out their sentences. The remaining 56 were turned over to the Department of Immigration for further processing. Queens Counsel and human rights activist Fred Smith seriously concerned about the country's law enforcement agencies. He believes the behaviors of Immigration and Defense Force officers in particular have been most regrettable over the years, as many officers from these organizations have broken the law in terms of how the public's treated.
The problem with the Bahamas is that in reality, politicians have been able to often infect many of the regulatory agencies with directives which perhaps they'd have no authority to do. You know, you have the Bahamas Investment Authority that doesn't exist in law. You have the Best Commission that doesn't exist in law. The Bahamas continues to really be run from a political directorate of the Almighty. The office of the Prime Minister is the office of the dictatorship of the Bahamas, whether it's FNM or PLP. The amount of power, political power it wields, is grossly inappropriate in a democratic country.
Now, on the issue of immigration, Mr. Smith reasoned that it has become a law unto itself.
What we really need is to stop pretending that we have an immigration problem with the people who are born here, and is to give them the citizenship that they're entitled to under the Constitution, and focus our resources on preventing the influx year after year of Haitians or other nationalities coming into the Bahamas. Stop running around in your yellow bus, picking up people at random and holding them indefinitely at the taxpayer's cost.
According to Mr. Smith, if the Bahamas aspires to be a first world country, it must improve the way it treats its citizens. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news was brought to you by Alive.